Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Fuck you, Mercury. All right. You guys hear me now? Yes! I had to switch to my live stream encoder. Anywho. Hi, Pamela. All right, guys. Sick of this shit. You know what's so crazy? So, I'm a tad late. I had to attend to my mama's birthday party. So she had a little birthday party, which I cray. It was cray. I wasn't expecting that many people to show up. That's not the link. I'm just looking for the link, really. I'm just trying to find this freaking link. Here it is. But, yeah, she said she was going to have her friends come over. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Have your friends come over, Mom. And then she told me the wrong date. Excuse me. She said they were going to come over on Friday, and then no one came over, and I was like, that was fucked up. How are you just going to stand her up? Only to realize that basically what had happened was she got the date wrong. She got the date wrong. What she really meant was she invited them on Sunday. No, she told them her birthday is on Monday. And then they said they'd come on Sunday instead because people work on Mondays. She didn't tell me that. She said Friday. Her friends are coming Friday. And I was like, okay. So I had gotten her 2 dresses for 2 parties. No one came on Friday. I was like, that's fucked up. Those bitches. Well, here, let me get to the weird part. Okay. So I thought it was just going to be my one brother and my one aunt. And I was like, let's still make it a little bit festive. And got her all dressed up, did her makeup, had her decorations out from Friday, and got some more catered food. Then there was a doorbell, and there was all these ladies. All the retired ladies, all retired ladies, all retired ladies, all retired ladies. Kaiser came up to my front door. So my mom used to work for Kaiser, and basically her entire department showed up. It was like, oh shit. I think we have enough food. So that's what ended up happening. But long story short, long story longer. One of her coworkers starts talking about Shungite. Oh, her former coworkers, who are now her friends, started talking about Shungite, and it became this long conversation. It was actually pretty cool. She knew all of the like properties of Shungite. She makes her own like Shungite stickers and stuff, and organite. I was like, what? And it was awesome. It was awesome. So, and then my mom was, I don't know what she was trying to express to them. She's like, my daughter's the third eye. The what? And so I come back, and her friends are like, what's wrong with your eye? I was like, I'm sorry? And so I don't know how we got on the topic of it, but now they all know my website. And then I think I got bamboozled because I like to keep this stuff separate. I didn't want them to know. And so she was like, oh, so is this on Facebook? I said, oh yeah, my page is on Facebook too, but that's my website. And then I was like, shit. And so now my mom's friends are like, oh, we'll go check the Facebook. We'll look for her on the Facebook. Shit! I can't say bad words because they're gonna know. I mean, well, it's too late now. I already said bad words. And I was like, shit. Should I go back and delete all my videos? I need to delete all the videos. I was like, yeah, like back and forth in the room. And I was like, well, she's talking about Shanghai, and she knows it's from Russia. And that was another thing that really tickled me. I don't know why I have such a, like, the mention of Russia. And Russians. I don't know. I love it. Okay, let me just stop. Let's get started. Okay? Let's get started. So today, for expedited requests, I have blue diamond activation. The blue rays are going active with a purging nearing its end for this Mercury retrograde. A lot of blue rays are purging like crazy. And this is to make space. This is a very specific process, okay? It's to create space for very specific energies to come in. The blue diamond activation, it doesn't just give you a blue ray activation. It doesn't just give you a diamond ray activation. It gives you a blue diamond activation. It's the commingling of both extremely elevated frequencies. That's going to really help to maximize, elevate your potentiality. And my sound keeps going in and out. Does it? Does my sound okay? So the next expedite is the shadow, shield, and armor activation. Oh, well, let me mute my stuff. You guys are just going to hear that all the time. Sorry. I don't even know how to do this because I made the mistake of updating my phone. And I changed everything. I don't know how to work my damn phone. Anyways, so shadow, shield, and armor activation. A lot of shadow work is kind of being forced on everyone. A lot of that shadow, internal shadow, is rising up. Perfectly fine. We should be working on our shadow. That's definitely something we should be doing. We shouldn't be afraid of that. But it also means that quite a bit of external shadow is going on. And is the video buffering? This is just utter bullshit. I'm telling you. This is just utter bullshit. All right. So the shadow, shield, and armor activation actually gives you a shield made of shadow, and it helps to block out external shadow energies. The armor also helps to protect you from the darker shadow energies, okay? It also helps with protecting from being accessed by shadow beings. So the final new thingamabob. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who's got everything? Put on my... Oh my god, I was like, I'm gonna put on my purple Ariel wig. And I was like, what is this heart thing in there? It's my brush, because remember I was gonna turn it into a whip? Let me... Focus, Emmy, focus. Past life trauma release. So all of this purging of energies, it's causing quite a bit to rise up, which is causing past life traumas to come forward. Okay, if we have bleed over from past life trauma, karmic bleed over, all of that stuff, it can really affect this life. It can absolutely affect this life. And so I'm offering a past life trauma release. It will accelerate the process of releasing that trauma. And the goal is to kind of get things to settle a lot faster so that you're not as uncomfortable. Okay? You're still going to feel discomfort, but it should lessen it. Let's see. Mother. Why do you not recognize my face? All right. All right, guys. So we're going to get started. Oh my God. Are they kidding me? I need a moment. You can't say any of that stuff. Like, no. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. Don't say that. Don't talk about it. Don't say it. Focus. Hold on, guys. We're just gonna, we just look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who's got? Okay, Gigi, you are up first. No. Gigi, is you ready? Jessica, oh my God. I'm gonna email you something. You're gonna read this and you're gonna drop your fucking phone. Make sure you're not holding your phone over your face, okay? I'm gonna send you something really quick. You're gonna see what I'm oh my godding. Check it out, girl. Check it out. All right, Gigi. Let me get my... I think I need some angry dubstep. It says bad video settings. You know, YouTube, you better calm the hell down. Let me find a song. Okay, we're gonna listen to a fresh pressed track. Okay, breathe deep and slow, Gigi. I found the life. It was right before the fall, before they fell. They found and bound you, chained you, shackled you to stone. Adma's asking. He asked for triadic merger. Me, Arkai, and Adma. We will unbind you. How do you feel, TG? I'm like super duper dizzy. So basically, you know how far back we go. This was not a human life. This was not a galactic life. This was celestial. Okay. It was celestial. You know how far back we go. So before the fall, after the rebellion had begun, but before the fall, and you know our connection. So they were looking for me to find our Kai. They could find neither of us. And they figured if they found and bound you, that Adma would find me and our Kai to come unbind you. Which he did. Which we came. But all of that, it happened really fast, but all of that has been stretched out. Does that make sense to you? It's been stretched out, so the end result of you being found and released didn't enter your field of awareness until right now. So all this time, all these eons, what's been implanted in your mind is a delayed processing. And so it's been as though you've been bound the whole time for eons, when it really, just like that, it was done. Found you, unbound you. So I'm told, I hate saying these kind of things publicly. I'm told to tell you the Andaran crystals have several origins. Several. One was when I died as Empress. Another was right now. When we unbound you and it was a planned thing, the plan was to overrun us as though the three of us could be overrun. Stupidity. But the three of us as a triadic flame harnessed Andaran fire, and we leveled the entire place. And once the place was melted, literally melted like glass, the rage, the percussive blow of that momentary rage shattered everything, and then came the Andaran glass. So, how do you feel right now? Bad video settings. That's just lovely. It looked like chain, like industrial chain, heavy, thick gauge chain. I know it wasn't chain though. That was not some sort of metal alloy. That was something else. I don't know what it was, but it was made to look like chain. Do you hear what I'm saying, Gigi? I see you just joined on Facebook. Gosh, you too. For some reason, it was heavy. Like if you've ever seen those images of those poor pit bulls with chains around their neck, thick, thick chains like that. So it was around your wrists, and then shackles on your wrists. It was around your neck. It was primarily wrapped around your entire torso, and then your arms were pinned down, so it was wrapped around your arms as well. But it was a lot. And yeah, that's why you were feeling so heavy. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. So I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you're feeling okay. So that one's been released. There was quite a bit of recodement that was necessary to help you process that a little bit better. Oh, you have seen that. There was a bit of code work that was done to help you process that a little bit better and facilitate the purging. Okay, good, good. She says I feel fine. Awesome. Do, 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 do. Freak if you want to. Freak if you want to. All right, Jessica Barr. Oh, you too, boo. Me too, Jessica. I read what you wrote. Me too. I'm feeling it there too. You're welcome, Gigi. Jennifer, yeah, Blu-rays and non-Blu-rays can have it. It benefits the Blu-rays tremendously. It benefits everyone, but it also benefits everyone a lot. But the Blu-rays are a tremendous amount of benefit. It's 5:55. Ooh, 5:55 p.m. at 33%. 58% at 5:55. Let's get the phone. Let's get the phone. 42%. Okay. Here we go. All right. This is for Jessica Barr. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand. Bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Why are you yelling, Sydney? Three exclamation points. That's yelling. Why are you yelling? I take it out, Simi. Let me just. Diamonds on my neck. Diamonds on my neck. Okay. All right. You might suddenly feel very heavy and very dark. Okay, Jessica? I'm calling in shadow. Put both your hands up, palms facing me. Push your hands out slowly and touch your shield. How do you feel? So hot. I'm so ridiculously hot. Hi, Adriana. So we're just giving Jessica a few to let her finish her experience. Hi, Amanda. How are you, beautiful mama? Gosh, that was dense and intense. Seriously intense. So, Jessica, as you finish your experience, I had to do this for you in particular in such a way where the level of shadow would be able to consume whatever shadow comes around. Like, devour. Because that's what they get. I'm sick of the shit they've tried to pull on you. Oh, she says, tears streaming down my face before you called in the shadow. I went real dark and got a little nauseated, but I'm okay. I don't have many words. If part of my, is part of your own shadow in the shield. This is not your shadow. This is not your shadow because I don't feel anything should be allowed to access you at this point. You definitely have electrified the inside of your auric shield, your outermost auric shield. You've electrified it, and it carries with it the same darkness that I was using on the outside of your auric field. That's why I asked you to put your hands up. So it's commingled together. So if something does breach, it will get electrocuted. It will be fricasseed. It'll be fried, crispy fucking fritter. It'll be fried, and then it will register as though that darkness is yours. And so it hopefully we'll think twice about doing that to you again, okay? So let's, ooh, that's right here. All right. Let's see. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women. Okay, next is Melissa. We're going to do your Claire Tarot first. Sick of swimming, ready to stand, and ready to know what the people know. I'd ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore the shore above, out of the sea. Fucking love Little Mermaid. Like so much. Wish I could be part of your world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? Let me just shuffle this. What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? I used to sing that all day, every day when I was in high school. Bet you on land they understand, that they don't. And I get real loud too. Sometimes Daddy has to tap me on the shoulder and remind me you're not Ariel. you're not Ariel. Lig, babe, let it go. All right. Ooh. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Card number 8, Melissa. We're going to have to look at the book for this. Let's see what it says. Do you feel you are at the beck and call of circumstance, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control? Is your attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your own journey and creative self-expression? Are you feeling roped into becoming a support tonic, savior, and heal-all for others? There is a big difference between healthy supportiveness in a relationship, which includes healthy self-support, and ignoring your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, unworthiness, or the belief that the needs of others are more important than your own. That is not compromise. That is unhealthy and neglectful of yourself. You are being asked to see through the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that may be put upon you by others, by yourself or others. See through them to the truth. You can only sidestep, change your response to, or choose to release that which you can recognize. This oracle brings you some important news. You are capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns, and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. Ooh, you don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or the suffering of repetitive struggles. You can become still and intent with a willingness to see the truth. So that's a pretty self-explanatory card. I mean, look at the owl's face. Look at his face. It's okay, little buddy. It's okay, little buddy. It's okay, Mr. Owl Man. Oh, man. His face is just, I don't know what it is. I've never felt this feeling from this face before. I've always been like, fuck that. Hunt them back. I don't know. This is a new feeling. This is definitely a new feeling coming from these cards. It's almost like a tinge of sadness, of like, I'm sorry that this hurts you, but I have to choose my own path. And I don't necessarily know who that's even directed at. 8 is the number for the twin, but it seems like this is more of a reunification of self and soul. Like you're falling into perfect alignment. You're falling back into that perfect alignment. It's not necessarily about a move. It's not necessarily about a twin. It's very much about you and your path, your journey. So let's see. You starting something new, boo-boo. What are you going to be filling your cup with? What do you want to fill your cup with? See, like, and I read these in a different way, okay? But that's you. You're protecting the potentiality, okay? Eggs are nothing more than a potentiality. Until they hatch, it's just the potential of life. And so you're using your magic to protect that clutch of eggs. You're protecting your potentiality. And so that tells me that, you know what, things beyond what is obvious is being placed upon you to guilt you, to keep you confined into a state of limited being, limited existence. But you don't really have anything to fear because everything's really going to be provided for. Everything. Everything works out exactly as you need it to. You gonna hit that mark, girl. You have to temper things, okay? You have to make sure you stay centered. Stay centered. Stay in that full alignment. And look what happens. 10 of Cups. Your abundance in all its forms just like goes right in. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just a little, like a tinge of sadness for some reason in that face. Maybe it's more of knowing that you need to finally begin making decisions for yourself and just for yourself. And it's just a little bit of sadness that it's like, I hope they understand that this is not me loving them less. This is me realizing I just need to love myself a little bit more. And it's not that you don't love yourself. It's that you need to love yourself just a little bit more. Okay? So, it's girl, Ace of Wands. You have a lot of new beginnings, a lot of things that are contingent on this card. And this card is about you putting your needs first. Your spiritual path is laid out before you, and it doesn't begin until you start taking those steps forward. So no one really knows what those steps are going to be except for you. That's a agreement that you're having between self and soul. Okay? So let me just get you another card. Just ooh, I was told to look at the bottom of the deck. Sacred Union. Oh my God, it's the choking card. Is he choking her? He is. He's choking her. It's a choking card. Oh my God, why would I be told to look at that? Hold on. Same message, girl. Card number 14, let love transform. So with this, I mean, there's the goal right there. Slightly off into the distance. There's the goal. You know exactly where you need to go. You know what you need to do to get there. And this is not necessarily a destination. It's more of where you need to go within yourself, okay? The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby and the body becomes all soul. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and it makes a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It's carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hollowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colors become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There's nothing impossible for love. It's not bound by the mind, and because of this, all matter of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. So it's really telling you to just continue what you're doing. Have the courage to move forward and continue making the decisions you've been making. You know what you need right now. You need to sit quietly with yourself and kind of come to, I guess, terms with the things that are weighing you down a little bit. Okay? It feels like there's a little bit of a weight, like a heaviness. It feels more centered in the heart. I don't know if it's yours or if you're pulling in someone else's. You might be pulling in someone else's sadness. Do you feel sad today? And then the blue diamond. Oh, you might be pulling in their sadness then? And their sadness is just because of the unknown, you know? Oh, you got a past life as well? Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I went too far. Wrong direction. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll go ahead and do that. And then the other. The blue diamond. So past life and blue diamond. Oh my God. Melissa, don't make me cry. Okay. We do this. Okay, we're gonna do this. I can already feel my heart. Okay, so. Amanda, are you still here? If you're still here when I finish, I'll give you a reading. You have a wall up. I have to break it down, okay? it's a thick wall. Oh. I see a small child, a little boy. Very emaciated. He's been kept in this cell for a long time.